Manny is left behind. Alright, so hopefully you have your learning target written down that says I can write an equation for parallel and perpendicular lines. Well, come on, baby. Let's go. Thanks. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to take concrete notes on parallel and perpendicular lines. We did that worksheet the other day. And it told us that parallel lines have the same what? Slope. Awesome. Take a point. And perpendicular lines have what kind of slope? Negative and positive, and it's a fancy word. Inverse. Reciprocal. Awesome. Take a point. So today we're going to take some notes. So what I want you to do first is open up parallel lines.
Wait, we got one. Darling, cut this out first and then we'll do this. Okay. 37A.
Alright, so perpendicular lines, we're going to write the first part up here. Parallel lines. So, parallel lines have the same slope. Parallel. Do parallel lines ever touch? No. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to practice, I'm going to help you, we're going to go through an example of what it's going to look like if I could get my words out. Then we're going to come over here to this one and do parallel lines. We may have time for perpendicular. I don't know. We'll see how good we are.
We're amazing.
We are. How are we doing so far? Does everybody have this written down? Except for Allie, who's... I don't know what's happening over there. Now, do parallel lines have the same y-intercept? No. So, parallel lines have the same slope. I want you to write different y-intercepts. Can I have my face back? Alright, so an example would be y equals 1/4 x plus 7. And y equals 1/4 x minus 3. Now, why are these two lines parallel? They have the same slope. What's our slope here?
1/4.
It's not over anything because we're not cows.
I am.
You're not a cow.
No.
1/4, right? And they have different y-intercepts. Now, will these ever touch?
Yes. No.
Will they run side by side forever?
Yes.
To infinity and beyond?
Yes. Like we.
Yes.
What?
Copyright, Miss Asbury.
Copyright infringement.
Are we ready?
No.
Of course not.
No? Okay.
That's the one.
She packed the parts up. So you heard, so you didn't hear Freddie, but you heard me.
I'm really not listening to either of you. I'm just more worried that you're not paying attention and you haven't written anything down.
After we take these notes, can I go to my room and get my jacket?
Maybe. Maybe. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to turn our paper. We're going to open up this parallel lines right here. And we're going to fold it back. And we're going to write our example up top. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you an equation, and then I'm going to give you a point, and you're going to have to write the parallel line, then we're going to graph it. Are we ready?
Is that fair?
Yes, ma'am.
Is how many towers I did in 6 periods?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you good?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Every one of my classes this happened. The attendance came on.
Yeah.
And they always ask when someone came to the class.
Yeah.
She doesn't care.
No. Alright, are we ready? So we're going to start with y equals 3x minus 4. That's our first equation, our first line. And I want to create a line that is parallel to this one and passes through a... What?
Wait. What?
I don't want 8. I want to do 3, 6. What are you talking about over there?
I figured it out.
Okay. So this is a 3, 6. Not a squiggle. Don't write the squiggle. Now, what do we know about parallel lines? Besides Alexia. They have the same slope. So that means that our first equation and our equation that we're going to create are going to have the same slope. So, what? Yes, for real. What is the slope of our first one? 3. Okay? So let's write m equals 3. Now, we know several different ways to write equations of a line. But this time we're given the slope and we're given a point. So what form uses a point and a slope? Point slope form. Take a point. What just happened? Did y'all see that child come out of that room like that?
What? What happened?
I thought.
What happened?
No, nothing. Alright, so what is point slope form? Who can tell me? You're not able to tell me? No, not you. Ava? Yep.
I think it was my note.
Why can't I talk?
Most of y'all need to find. Usually it's mine.
Jordan? Yes. Alright, so that is point slope form. We are going to use that to create our new equation. Is everybody ready? Please write x1, y1. Because we're writing it in point slope form, so we need to label. Because that way we know what to plug in where.
Is that for you ready to trouble? Yeah.
I thought about it, but I was going to get punched in the face by the guy, so I just kind of stopped there.
Okay, so how would I write my information in point slope form? What would I start with? Y minus. Jordan, did I give you a point? You get a point. All right, y minus. What is y1, CJ?
6.
Take a point, CJ. And what's my slope, Rebecca, that I'm using?
3.
Rebecca, your voice got super deep. It's 3. Take a point. Times x minus. And what's my x1, guys? 3. Take a point if you said 3.
Take a point because I said 3.
Oh, did you take that?
Alright, so now, we have our original line. We have our new line. These are parallel lines. Does everyone understand? We don't have to write it in slope-intercept form. We could, but we don't have to. What we're going to do now is we're going to graph both of these. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Yes.
Is everybody done writing? Do we need another moment?
Everyone is done.
Are we sure? Why are you saying it like that?
What?
Like I'm murdering you.
You're very much.
We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Alright, so we're going to graph this one in blue, and we're going to graph the bottom one in green. Now, how do I graph this guy? What do I start with?
4.
-4. So everybody go down 4. I start with my y-intercept. Foe is an enemy. You can't go down foe. Alright, what's my slope?
3-1.
3. So I go up 3 and right 1. If you said up 3 and right 1, take a point. And then what do we do? Do we do it again?
Oh.
Do we do it again, Troy?
Yes.
How many points do I need?
Oh. Let's say 3.
You need 3. Fantastic. Take a point. Whoever said it. You can go over 5. Is that what y'all are asking me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Correctamundo. Alright, now, that's our first line. We went down 4 because our y-intercept was 4, and -4 rather. And then we went up 3, right 1 because our slope was 3. Now, to graph the second one, to graph this, we're going to plot our point and then use our slope. So how do we plot 3, 6? How do I plot 3, 6?
Right, 3. Don't you go finally go y-axis 6?
You go, we need to plot 3, 6, the point 3, 6.
Oh, right. 3, 6.
Right 3 and then up 6. Fantastic. It took us a little bit, but we got there. Now, what is my slope? 3. Can I go up 3 on our little graph? So I would go down 1, 2, 3, left 1. Down 1, 2, 3, left 1. Down 1, 2, 3, left 1. Now these, those are super close to each other, aren't they?
Yeah.
But do they actually touch? No. Okay, can y'all stop trying to be Michael Jackson?
Speaking of that, I sent you a video one day. It's a me when I was
And we get so distracted. Holy cow.
I have ADHD. I have a very valid. I didn't do anything today. I and they were like, yeah, girl, I play.
Alright, we ready to practice another one? Turn your paper over. Turn your paper over. Call it 37B. I'm Miss Asbury. It's real nice to meet you. Let's do our math.
37.
Example 1. Write an equation. Troy, should you yell across my classroom?
Of course not.
Shouldn't, but you'll choose.
Write an equation for the line. I'm so proud of you. That is parallel to the given equation and passes through the point. Hurry. So what that means is I'm going to give you an equation, I'm going to give you a point, and we're going to write an equation that's parallel to it. Is everybody with me? All right, there's our first equation. We ready? Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some vegetables in it.
Hard.
If your butt shit like a
Hard.
What? Because the song was originally
That was very inappropriate.
so.
Very inappropriate.
What is
that?
You shake like a fruit.
Stop.
I'm really hyper.
Okay. So, context clues of how we do this. It says, write an equation for the line that is parallel. What do we know about parallel lines? All lines are straight. If it's not straight, it's a curve. So they have the same what? Slope. Thank you, Adam. Take a point.
I said slow. I said the first time. That's what I said straight lines. I said they
Bro,
have,
I said it too.
I said they have the same slope.
I said it too.
I said slope. You
Okay.
can't ask for points.
Stop. What's the slope of this line? What's the slope? 5. All right. So the slope of our parallel one is going to be 5. Now we are given a slope. We are given a point. What form do we write it in?
Slope.
Point slope form. Take a point, CJ. Which is what? What is point slope form?
Y
Ava?
minus Y1.
Y minus Y1 X minus X.
Take a point.
What about me? I said it.
Now, you need to label your point x1, y1. So everybody pause for a moment and label x1, y1.
Bro, why would there be an S?
Alright, now, y1 is negative 9. So am I going to write minus 9 or plus 9? Plus 9, because you changed the sign. So y plus 9 equals, what's my slope? 5 times plus 3. And we're done. Oh, we're having homework. Who is not going to be here tomorrow because of the soccer game?
Oh, I might go.
I will not.
Alright, we are still having class, so you will be responsible for the work.
Oh, wow.
You should go to class. I don't want to watch.
I can't. I would love to.
But I have a question. So is it gonna like go and she like somebody gotta pick you up from upstairs?
Yes, honey, someone has to pick you up. Like, you gotta get home. Pull it down. Is that what you said?
Hey, you're gonna have to watch the doctor and they're gonna have to and your mom has to sign up for your
You have to have a piece of paper.
That says that she doesn't.
She said she was gonna sign up. I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
Oh, I thought that.
Well, it's gonna take us.
No, I can just take it out. Once you leave the
Right.
Oh wow.
And it's also an absence. Like, it goes against your final exam absences. Because it's not a school field trip, it's an absence. Alright, B. We got time for dos más. Dos más. 2 more. 2 more. Allie, are you ready? Please, God, be ready. It's going to be the greatest video we've ever made.
I want to watch this video and be like, like, this is the
Your mama watches them?
My mama watches them too.
Alright, so B, we have a new equation. Troy, we've got a new problem on the board, right?
Yes.
Are you ready to do this one?
Of course.
Okay, so we have our first equation is y equals 1/3 x minus 5, and our point is 2, 8. So we need the line that is parallel to this one and passes through this point. What is happening? What does parallel mean? They have the same one.
They have the same slope.
Okay, what is the slope right here?
1/3.
So what is our new slope going to be? 1/3. Now we have a slope, we have a point. What form do we write it in? Point slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now, should I label my point? Yes, every time. x1, y1. So how am I going to write my new equation? I'll give everybody a minute. I'll pause. Try to write it without me.
Okay.
Alright, so you should have y minus what? What's y1? 8 equals, what's our slope? Times x minus what? Are we done with that problem? Alright, are we ready? What am I?
Why, yes. Yes, I certainly am.
No. It goes Padre for Banyo.
Is this homework?
How many? What, Laura? Why does she flash? White? Or my eyes? That's
I got two.
Yeah, they are. I swear to God. I swear to God. Don't swear on God.
Hey, don't be doing that. Don't be doing
I
that.
swear.
I saw my dog.
Swear on the moon or something. Do a Romeo and Juliet. I swear on my I swear.
Hey, why don't you write down your homework problems so maybe you could pretend to do them?
Or you could just copy someone else's homework.
Yes. Hush, guys, I can't hear him. Okay, I have another notebook. So give me just a minute, I'll give you another notebook. Okay. Alright, so for C, the last one that we're going to do in class, while y'all are finishing writing down your homework, what is the slope of that line that I gave you? Negative 6/7. And what's our point? So how would I write this in point slope form besides Alexia? Who can tell me?
Y minus Y1.
Y minus 9 equals negative 6/7. Awesome, fantastic. Take a point. Alright, so D and E are homework. You are still responsible for turning them in even if you will not be here tomorrow. If you are checking out, you need to come see me before you leave and show me that you did your homework. If you did not do your homework and I don't see you, then it's a 0. Does everybody understand?
I'll show you Monday.
No. Now, you have time right now to do these. I would take this time to do these.
I thought when I told you I'm gonna work in the trade.
Yes, but not these, baby.
Oh!